Imagine walking into a casino and promising yourself that you will stay for only 1 hour. You have a fixed amount of money to spend. You believe you are completely in control. But 2 hours later, you are still sitting at the same machine. You have stopped checking the time. Small wins keep interrupting your losses. Lights flash around you. Winning sounds echo across the casino floor. And leaving suddenly feels less natural than playing one more round. None of this happened by accident. A casino is not simply a building filled with games. It is a carefully designed environment built to capture attention, reduce friction, and keep gambling decisions happening for as long as possible. The casino does not need every visitor to lose immediately. It needs people to remain engaged long enough for probability to do its work. The longer someone continues playing a game with a mathematical house advantage, the more opportunities the casino has to earn money. That is why casino psychology begins before the first bet is placed. It begins with the physical environment. Many traditional casinos are designed to reduce ordinary signals of time. Natural daylight may be limited deep inside the gaming floor. Visible clocks can be difficult to find. Without a clear view of the outside world, morning, afternoon, and evening can begin to feel almost identical. Researchers studying gambling harm have found that increasing awareness of time can help people interrupt or reconsider gambling sessions. That makes time awareness important. A clock creates a moment of reflection. It reminds someone that dinner started an hour ago, that the babysitter is waiting, or that the planned 30-minute visit has become 3 hours. Without those reminders, attention remains focused on the next hand, spin, or roll. The layout can also influence movement. Some casinos use winding pathways, clusters of machines, narrow sightlines, and visual distractions instead of one obvious route through the building. The visitor moves past blackjack tables, slot machines, roulette wheels, bars, restaurants, and promotional displays. Every path creates another opportunity to notice a game. Every game creates another opportunity to stop. Modern casino resorts may also use more open and luxurious layouts than older maze-like designs. But the objective is similar. Create an environment that feels exciting, comfortable, and separate from ordinary life. The casino floor is designed to feel like a world of its own. Sound is one of its most powerful tools. A slot machine win may trigger music, bells, electronic tones, and animated lights. The machine celebrates the outcome publicly. But not every celebrated outcome represents a true profit. On multi-line slot machines, a player can receive a payout that is smaller than the amount originally wagered. Imagine betting $2 and receiving 75 cents back. Financially, the player lost $1.25. But the machine may still produce music and flashing lights because money was returned. Researchers call these outcomes losses disguised as wins. The player receives the sensory experience of winning even though their balance has declined. Studies have found that sound can increase excitement and cause players to overestimate how often they are winning. The balance shows a loss. The machine creates the feeling of success. Near misses create another psychological trigger. Imagine a slot machine showing 2 jackpot symbols. The third symbol stops just above the winning line. The result is still a complete loss. The player was not mathematically closer to winning the next spin. Each properly random spin remains independent. But psychologically, the outcome can feel different from an ordinary loss. It creates the impression that the player almost succeeded. Research has found that near misses can increase the desire to continue playing, even though participants often describe them as unpleasant. The brain interprets almost winning as meaningful. In a skill-based activity, getting close can indicate improvement. If a basketball shot hits the rim, the player may adjust and perform better next time. But a random slot machine result does not work that way. The player cannot improve the next spin by studying the previous one. The machine presents a random loss in a form that resembles progress. Casinos also rely on variable rewards. A predictable reward loses its excitement quickly. But an unpredictable reward keeps attention active. The player does not know whether the next hand will win, whether the next spin will trigger a bonus, or whether the next roll will change the entire evening. Psychologists call this intermittent or variable reinforcement. Most bets lose. Some bets win. And the timing of those wins is unpredictable. That uncertainty can make stopping difficult. The player is not responding only to what just happened. They are responding to what might happen next. A small win can reset hope. A large loss can create the urge to recover. A near miss can create the feeling that success is close. Each emotional state produces the same possible action. One more bet. Speed strengthens the effect. The less time between bets, the fewer opportunities the player has to think about the total amount lost. Electronic gambling machines can allow many wagers in a short period. A decision, result, sound, and new opportunity can happen within seconds. Research on casino lighting and sound has suggested that stimulating environments may reduce the slowdown people normally show after losing. Instead of pausing after a bad result, the player continues quickly. That is important because reflection interrupts gambling. Speed protects momentum. Casinos also reduce the psychological pain of spending money. At a table, players may exchange cash for chips. At a slot machine, they may load money into a digital balance. Instead of repeatedly handing over $20 bills, the player bets colored chips, credits, or numbers displayed on a screen. The money becomes less physically visible. A $5 chip does not always feel like a $5 bill. A balance of 500 credits may not create the same emotional reaction as seeing $500 in cash disappear. Digital payments can create even more distance. When spending becomes abstract, the loss can feel less immediate. The casino rewards continued participation through loyalty programs. Players may receive points, free meals, discounted hotel rooms, event tickets, or complimentary drinks. These rewards feel generous. But they also create reasons to remain inside the casino and continue betting. A player may think, "I am only a few points away from the next reward." That thought changes the decision. The person is no longer judging only whether the next bet is worth making. They are also trying to avoid losing progress toward a benefit. The reward program can track gambling activity. It can record which games someone plays, how frequently they visit, how much they wager, and which promotions bring them back. That information allows casinos to personalize offers. A free hotel room may look like a gift. But it can also be a carefully calculated invitation based on the customer's expected gambling value. Comfort plays a role as well. Casinos provide padded seating, climate control, food, alcohol, entertainment, and attentive service. The goal is to remove reasons to leave. If a visitor becomes hungry, food is nearby. If they want a drink, service may come directly to the gaming area. If they become tired, the seat is comfortable. If they need cash, financial services or machines may be close. Every inconvenience that could end the session is reduced. Alcohol deserves special attention. Not every casino provides free drinks, and rules vary by location. But where alcohol is available, it can reduce inhibition and weaken judgment. A person who originally planned strict limits may become more willing to take risks after drinking. The casino environment combines excitement, social energy, and alcohol at exactly the time people are making repeated financial decisions. Then there is the illusion of control. A player may blow on dice, choose a lucky machine, press a slot machine button at a particular moment, change seats after a losing streak, or believe that a roulette number is due because it has not appeared recently. These actions can create a feeling of influence over random outcomes. But the dice do not remember the previous roll. The roulette wheel does not owe the player a certain number. A slot machine does not become more likely to pay because someone has lost repeatedly. The belief that a win is due is known as the gambler's fallacy. Randomness can create streaks. But a streak does not guarantee that the opposite result is about to happen. The casino benefits when players confuse patterns with prediction. This does not mean every person who visits a casino will lose control. Many people gamble occasionally, follow a budget, and leave without serious harm. And not every casino uses every design feature in exactly the same way. The problem begins when entertainment turns into chasing. A player stops trying to enjoy the experience and begins trying to recover money already lost. At that moment, the original budget becomes irrelevant. The person may increase bets, visit an ATM, or continue playing because leaving would make the loss feel permanent. But the money already lost is a sunk cost. Making another bet cannot change the earlier decision. It creates a new risk. The safest protection is to make decisions before entering the gambling environment. Set a strict loss limit. Treat that amount as the full cost of entertainment. Do not bring additional credit or easy access to more money. Set an alarm for the planned leaving time. Take regular breaks away from the casino floor. Avoid gambling while emotionally distressed or intoxicated. And never borrow money to chase a loss. Most importantly, understand that the environment is not neutral. The lights are not simply decoration. The sounds are not simply celebration. The loyalty points are not simply gifts. The layout, speed, comfort, and rewards all influence behavior. A casino does not need to predict exactly which bet you will make. It only needs to make the next bet feel easy. And then the next one. And then one more after that. Because casinos do not make their money by winning every individual game. They make money by keeping millions of gambling decisions flowing through games designed with a house advantage. The longer you remain inside that system, the more time the mathematics has to work. This is Money and Power Files. Here, we investigate the psychological triggers, hidden systems, and business strategies influencing everyday decisions. Subscribe, because understanding how an environment is designed is one of the best ways to stop it from designing your behavior.